Hi everyone, my name is Swain. I'm one of our senior gardeners here at Heritage Museums and Gardens. I am in the greenhouse today, all by myself. Lots of social isolation in here. Tons of seedlings. It's a really nice place to be during this craziness. Nature heals, we all know it. Anyway, I wanted to share with you this morning how to transplant seedlings. We are trying to do a series of tutorials for those of you who might be stuck at home wanting to grow seeds, getting ready for spring and the garden this season. So I want to make this short and sweet and right to the point. So today I am transplanting some fennel seeds that I started February 27th. So they've been growing for about 3 weeks. They took probably 3 days to germinate and have since just been growing in this tray. The reason we do that is because when a seed germinates, the seed has enough energy to produce one set of leaves, and the seed has stored that energy. It gets water, it germinates, and those leaves come out, and those are the cotyledon leaves. And so the fennel, it's a little bit hard to see here. You can see these two leaves at the bottom look very different than the new leaves coming up. And so these are the cotyledon leaves, and these are the first set of true leaves that are now emerging. So typically we want to wait for any seedling to develop its first set of leaves and then give it a chance to develop its first set of true leaves before we transplant it. So you can see here, this whole tray has developed its true leaves, so they're ready for transplanting. And same with this guy over here, they have put out their second set of leaves as well. So I'll work on those after I finish the fennel. So I use the fork. This works really well. It's something you all have at home, to go into my pots and make a hole first. So you can see that made a nice hole right in the center of this pot filled with soil. And then I take the fork and I go in and get a clump of seedlings out of the tray. So a nice clump like this. And then I'll just use my hands to kind of separate them really gently. We don't want to break the roots, but we got to get them all out of there somehow. So just use your hands to kind of gently pull them apart. I leave as much soil as possible on the roots just to disturb them as little as possible. And then I'm going to go right into the hole I made in the pot here. Drop it in. You want those roots to all kind of be going downward. We don't want them, we don't want the roots to get scrunched up in the bottom of the pot, all bent in on each other or compacted. So straight into the hole, and you take your hands and press gently on either side of that seedling. Should be standing up nice and straight. The fennels are really hard to see. That's it. After we're done putting it into the pot, we'll take a little bit of fertilizer and drop some in each pot on the entire tray. And then we give it some water and it's good to go. They'll be in here for at least a month, probably, depending on the plant. After that, they'll go outside for a few days to get hardened off after all danger of frost has passed. And then we'll plant them out into the garden, usually around late May, depending on the species. I hope this has been helpful, and stay tuned for more videos from us here at Heritage Museums and Gardens.